Here for the function f, we're going to go ahead and determine the vertex and whether or not that vertex is a minimum or a maximum for the function. And we're also going to write the equation for the axis of symmetry. So first of all, for the vertex, we know the vertex is an ordered pair. It has an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. The x-coordinate can be found by taking the opposite of b over 2a. So remember, in standard form, the coefficient of your quadratic term is your a, and the coefficient of your linear term is your b. So for our x value of our vertex, opposite of b means the opposite of the coefficient of our linear term. So it's the opposite of 6. So it'll be negative 6 over twice my a value. Now the a value is the leading coefficient, or the coefficient of my quadratic term, which in this case appears to be negative 1. So my x-coordinate of my vertex is going to be negative 6 divided by negative 2 when I do this multiplication, which is going to equal 3. So my vertex, I can start out by writing my x-coordinate is 3, and then I'll need to get my y-coordinate as well for this thing. So how do I get my y-coordinate of my vertex? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and plug my x-coordinate, which is my 3, into my function, and that will give me my y. So remember, your function takes input and gives output, so it takes an x value and gives a y value. So when I plug 3 into my function, let's see what I get. So f of 3 equals the opposite of 3 squared plus 6 times 3 minus 3. So that's going to be 3 squared is 9, but it's the opposite of 9, plus 18 is 9, minus 3 makes 6. So my ordered pair here is 3, 6. So this is my vertex. So is this vertex a maximum or a minimum value for the function? Well, I can tell that my leading coefficient is negative, so that indicates that my parabola, or the function of this quadratic, is going to open down. Since it opens down, the vertex is this high point up here, so my vertex is actually going to be a maximum. So my vertex is a maximum for my function because the parabola opens down, meaning the vertex is going to be the highest value. And finally, let's go ahead and write the equation for my axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry is going to be this vertical line that divides this parabola into two pieces, and those two pieces are symmetric to one another about this line, or this axis of symmetry. So it's just going to be x equals the x value of my vertex, so it's going to be x equals 3. So the vertex is the ordered pair 3, 6. We know that it's a maximum value for this quadratic function, and the axis of symmetry is going to be x equals 3.